Hello. So I know it's been a while since I've been out on my beautiful back porch, but as I am always doing when I am out here on my beautiful back porch, I am painting. Not on this, but I am painting this. It's a Maker's Mark bottle of whiskey. My mom was going to recycle it, and I said, no, I'm gonna do artwork with it. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do just yet, but this is because I need something to put the paint on, and I figured I'd just make a weird little abstract thing with it after I'm done. Kill two birds with one stone. But before I start, I want to explain what I'm going to be doing with my channel during this quarantine, because I need something to do, you guys need something to watch. So in my Make Today Mermazing book that my mom got me, I have written down my video schedule. So basically, on Mondays, it's going to be a life lesson kind of story time type video. I don't really like doing those, but I really enjoyed getting that off of my chest. What I posted on Monday, I really enjoyed doing that. So I figured, why not do it again? I have a lot of stories to share, so why not? And then Tuesday is going to be not my beautiful face, but my somewhat beautiful voice from the past. I'm going to be posting some videos of unreleased songs of mine that I recorded 2, 3, 4 years ago. And also, sorry, I look ugly. I just went on a walk, so my hair is not the best right now. It's also very windy because it's going to rain. And then on Wednesday, it's going to be something like this. It's going to be an art project, which is why this is posted on a Wednesday. Thursday, it's going to be revisiting old favorites, either talking about a recent movie from my childhood I've watched, or I have some songs that I posted on here of me singing from like 2, 3 years ago that I kind of want to revisit those songs and see how my voice sounds with them now, and post a video of me doing that. Friday, not this Friday, but starting next Friday. So this Friday is just going to be talking about drama, but next Friday will be me knitting and talking about drama. It's going to be me being a little old lady, and I'm going to be talking about celebrity drama, internet drama while I'm knitting. And you guys will get to enjoy that. And then on Saturdays, I will be doing a podcast on here called You Guessed It, which is not guessed as in you guessed the answer correct. It's guest as in a special guest on a TV show. Me being funny at 2 a.m. in the morning, I thought that was a good idea. I don't know if it is anymore. So yeah. And it's going to have some friends, it's going to have family, and it's going to be cool. So that's kind of what I'm doing to keep me on a good schedule, keep you guys entertained during this insane time. And so now let's paint. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with this container here. So far, the only thing that I do know that I'm going to do is I'm going to tape the top and the bottom, so I'm just painting on the labels, and I'm also going to do it on the label in the back as well. So that's probably the first thing I'm going to start off with. So I'm going to just do small pieces. I hope everybody is surviving this insane quarantine time. I know it's been intense, but, and this is something I am not necessarily proudest of, I started watching reality TV to pass the time. I watched Love is Blind on Netflix, and I thought it was just going to be me making fun of it the whole time, and then I got extremely invested. And can we just talk about Lauren and Cameron? Like, they're the cutest couple in the world. Love them. And then I'm also very surprised that Amber and Barnett stay together. I did not see that coming. I also did not think that he was going to say yes at the altar. And then the fact that, like, I forgot what his name is. Damien and Giannina got back together after the show was over, even after he said no at the altar. Like, drama. Like, that was insane. And I'm super excited for season 2. I'm fully invested. I follow all of the cast on Instagram. That's literally like how I've spent my time during this quarantine. Not necessarily proud of it, but I have come to peace with it, at least. What else have I been doing? My dad and I did a concert on here on Saturday. Or not this weekend, last Sunday we did it. See, I'm already losing track of time. Trying to think, what else have I done? I mean, besides, that's uneven. No, that's uneven. Okay. Besides like school and stuff, there hasn't been a lot I've been doing. I've been recording. I finished recording Vulnerable a while ago. That's too much. And so now I'm working on other albums and other music projects that I have planned for 2020. And a lot of it is just kind of in the planning stages right now, which is why I'm not really going to say much about it, because I want it to be a surprise. But I'm excited about all of it. And I can't wait to share it with everybody. Originally I was going to have a music video coming out next month, but obviously it's not going to happen because I wasn't able to film it because I'm not at school. So sorry, but I promise as soon as I'm able to get back to everything, that'll be the first music video I make. I'm working on editing a music video right now. I'm trying to get into it. It's been a bit difficult because my dad helps me with all that editing stuff. He has the software on his computer and he's a teacher, so he works from home. But yeah, okay, so it's taped up. So now I'm gonna pick a color. I think I wanna do turquoise for part of it, at least. So I'm gonna not do a lot, but I'm gonna do a little bit, like about that much. And then grab a brush. I see this brush on top, which is the perfect brush for me. And I'm gonna dip it in, and go to town. So I know videos like this and videos like I'm gonna start doing soon are probably not videos of mine that people will be very interested in. Some of them might be, I know my Little Old Lady Fridays are probably gonna be out for some people, just because, you know, some people might not really care about celebrity drama. That's fine. I don't really either, but I needed something to do on a Friday that could go along with knitting, because I'm wanting to knit a blanket for my cat. I know that sounds stupid, but I've run out of stuff to do over this quarantine. And making a blanket for my cat, since she has a spot on my bed that she likes to sleep on, I figured that would be the best thing to do, to waste my time, but in a productive way of wasting my time. So I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about while I'm painting. So how's online school going for everybody? Online school is going kind of okay for me. You know, I get to do it at my own pace. The due dates on there are fairly easy to, you know, get all my work finished in time with, for the most part. Do I miss school? Yes, but not like because I want to be sitting in a classroom. I miss it because, you know, I don't really do a lot of human interaction, and it's not because I don't want to. It's just because, you know, if I have the opportunity to go out of the house, I'm most likely just gonna want to go and hang out with like my aunt and uncle down in Festus, instead of hanging out with friends. And even that doesn't happen a lot. So, you know, school's kind of my outlet to see people, even if I don't really talk to people. And concerts are canceled right now too, which is a bummer. And even before we were like super stuck on quarantine, like it was our last day of school and one of my concerts for April 1st got canceled. And that sucked because I was really looking forward to it. It was a band called Jet Black Alley Cat, and I hadn't seen them in like over a year. And now I still won't get to see them, so it stings, but that's okay. I'm really liking this color. I wasn't originally going to do this color all the way around, but I'm loving it, so I'm going to keep it. It doesn't really cover the words too well. The words that are underneath, like the writing on it, you can still kind of see it. But I think with a few layers, I might be able to get it covered enough. So like I said, you can still see the words. So I'm going to do this one on the back, which is a little bit easier to cover up because it's not the rigid edges, which is why I had to do the tape. So I'm going to use a black on that because I think that's the only way that that's ever going to get covered. A little cup of water over here. Where's my black? My black is right here. And then I will grab, not that brush because I'm probably going to need that later. I'll grab, no, I'm probably going to need that one. Yes, just look at my stomach for a little bit because I have to figure out which brush I'm going to use. I think this one will work. So I grabbed the black out. And I don't normally like using black on my art projects, but when it comes to stuff like this, which is really hard to cover up with a lighter color, you get what you get, you know. You do what you gotta do. So maybe I should have put tape on it because I'm messy. You can still see like straight through it. That's fun. I'm hoping to get it at least a little covered on the back. I know it sounds crazy to even try because of how well it's working for me now, but I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna do some even downward streaks. And now I'm gonna let that dry and then I will do a second coat when it's done. I need a towel, so I'm gonna run in and grab a towel real quick. So I hope you enjoyed looking at my window for a little bit. I'm grabbing some napkins so I can dry off paintbrushes and reuse them if I need to, which I do because I want to do a second coat of the turquoise, but I did not think about that when I put it in the water, so I'm going to dry it off. Doesn't really matter if it still has some paint on it though, because I'm doing the same color, so I'm going to stick that under here. Put some more turquoise on the thing, and let's do another layer of paint, guys. This needs to be dried off a little bit more. Okay. Oh, it's gonna storm. Looks like the writing on this side is covered up. I can't see through. So that's really cool. I'm gonna drag some, put it over the words, try and cover it up. I'm trying to think of things to talk about, but I'm also very, very focused. Oh, shit, there's like a little piece. There we go. Got it. I think this second coat will finish it off just fine, and then I'll be able to take it off. And oh, it's my father. I'm making a video. You want to help me paint?
That's okay.
That was clumped. What's going on? I think some of the paper, oops. I think some of the paper is clumping underneath, causing a bit of an issue. But that's okay. Leave it like that, let it dry, put the turquoise back in. Let's do another layer of the black on the outside. Let me wipe this off here. Oh, that's good enough. I'll just hold it lower still. Shit. If I go over it like a second time, it picks it up. So let's see if I go. I think that's as best as it's gonna get on that. Okay, so let's take the tape off of the sides. Oh, it's getting a little tricky. I keep watching the weather because I'm expecting it to like start raining at any moment. I keep watching the weather. I'm pretty sure I just said that though, so ignore me. Like I said, I'm focused. And I'm nervous, it's gonna start raining, so. So that's what it looks like. I know that's not even at the top, but that's okay. I really like it. The back is a little bit much, but I think what I want to do is I think I'm going to take a bit of paper towel, like about this much, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it up, and I'm going to try something. Don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to put a little bit of black on there, and then oh, it's peeling the paint off. So yeah, that didn't work. It's getting real windy. It's gonna storm real bad in a minute. I don't know what to do with the back because the back's kind of a mess now. But I kind of like it. I think it's kind of cool compared to the front. I like the back. And so now I'm going to kind of paint the wax that's on here. I think what would go nice with that is, well, I need a darker color though. So I think I'm going to use this purple. Because purple and red I think will work really nice. I love that I chose today to do this outside. Thank you. Made a bad decision, but that's okay. So I'm painting the wax, and I know it's not going to be completely like covered, obviously, but I would like a nice purplish tint to be on the wax on this bottle. I think it would look very pretty. Once again, I'm sorry I'm being quiet, but I am very focused. This is going to be one of many art projects that I'll post on here. I have some other ones using popsicle sticks and other things like that I'm going to be doing. No, they're not going to necessarily be the most interesting thing in the world, but obviously I can't go to like a craft store right now and buy stuff. Otherwise it would be a lot more interesting. If I get some cash on like an Amazon gift card or something, then I'll probably buy some art stuff off of Amazon. But that's probably not going to be until my birthday, so we got a while. I think I'm just going to do a little bit more on some of the dry parts of it, just to really get that purple on it. And I think that's going to be it on the wax. So you can't really see it, but as you can tell, it's a little bit darker now than it was before. Now I want to paint the little logo here. But I think I have these little perma markers over here. I think I'm going to use instead. I'm going to use this beautiful little pink that I have to color this star in, and it's not working. It's working a little bit, but it's not working the way I want it to. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take a small one here because I think this is dry, and I'm going to write something on it. I don't know what I'm going to write yet, but I need my black back. I think I'm going to make it a dream jar. I think that'd be cool. So like write down little dreams of things that I want to happen, put it in there, or maybe like, ooh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna make an activity thing out of it. I got paint on my pants, but that's okay. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put I need a smaller one. I need something way smaller than that. I need something like this. So I'm calling it the activity glass. So activity glass on the outside, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these perma markers because I have two different sets of perma markers here, and I'm going to take these, and on the sides I'm going to put like what the colors mean, and then on little pieces of paper I'll write things down. So I think the black obviously I'm going to use for what they mean, but then I think what I'm going to do is, and I also want to grab this one and show you what I'm doing with this board. So every time I use it, let me move this out of the way real quick. Every time I use this and I'm done with the paints on it, I just swipe the paints all together like this. This is probably not what my grandma had in mind when she gave this to me for my 17th birthday. That I would be making an abstract design with it. So I do this because then it dries faster and it creates a cool little abstract art. So let that dry. That came out of there somehow. I don't know how it came out. So, okay. So then I think the red is going to be for a confidence boost. I think purple is going to be for things to do. And then I think maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this green for like recipes to try. Obviously that one's going to be a little difficult because I'll have to wait until I get the ingredients. And then maybe those will start being some of my art days. So I think what I'm going to do is it's gonna start storming soon. I can feel it, like. So then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna say equals con. Ooh, I should have written this underneath. And you have to realize my handwriting is not going to be the best on this because it's kind of hard to write on it. So then purple is going to be for things to do. Wow, that looks like almost the exact same color. Okay. And then let me write recipes. And then the other side, I'm going to take this light blue, this yellow, and this pink. And the pink is going to be for I've never used these before, so they're like super tight. So I think pink is going to be for things you love. That's a really bad heart. I'm just gonna be honest. That's not the best heart I've ever done. Yellow is going to be for music. And then for the last one, this almost identical blue, which is probably not going to show up, but I'm going to force it to, so. Oh, it shows up a little bit. It's a little bit darker. And then that blue is going to stand for, I'm coming up with these like on the spot, art projects. I'm going to just put art. Is there still water in this? No, I'm just going to put art ideas. So there you go. It only took me 30 minutes, which is surprising. Sometimes it takes me longer, but here's my little activity glass. On this side, we have confidence boost, things to do, and recipes to try. On the other side, we have things I love, music, and art ideas. So obviously painting the black on the back didn't really work, but this blue and then seeing the little layer of the paper on the top and the bottom and the sides is really pretty. Putting that little shade of purple on the top makes makes this a little darker and a little cooler. So basically what I'll do is I'll put a bunch of pieces of paper inside with little ideas, and then maybe once a week when I'm deciding to do one of these videos, I'll pull out something in here. So Wednesdays will be my activity class day. So thank you for joining me for my art project, and next week will be my first art activity, and I will be posting on my Instagram the different kinds of activities and things, some of them that I'll be putting in here, maybe, or maybe I'll keep them a surprise, and we'll see on Wednesdays what I pull out of this beautiful class. This was a really cool idea. I'm glad that I decided to do it. I'm glad I did not let my mom recycle this, because it would have been super sad, but I'm excited to try this activity thing out. So I will see you guys tomorrow for, I forget what I'm doing on Thursdays, and I can't remember, so I'm gonna look at my book. I will see you tomorrow for, trying to make sure this paper towel doesn't fly away, for revisiting an old favorite of mine from something. I don't know what it'll be, but I will see you then. And next week, get ready to see the first outing with the activity class. Hopefully this storm doesn't kill us all. Peace out, guys.